trust. I will make you number 2 because I trust you. I could then go to the cabinet and leave you there, but you don't get no vote. The people really trust, let us say, Jeffrey. And the people give Jeffrey 600 votes. But I trust you. I make you 2, and he's number 8. He can't go. You going. So who's really running the country? Not the people, but the political bosses. So even that hasn't been explained to the population. So St. Martin people doesn't know in the new electoral system whether the votes will be redone. Because, for instance, if the votes was redone right now, if we look at, for instance, the alliance setup, the first 2 is clear. William got the most votes. France came second. What he named came third. George. 4th would have been LH, because LH got 700 votes. 5 would have been Samuel. In the St. Martin setup. In the Antillean setup, whatever the political bosses put. Remember, I told you earlier that when DP only got 1 vote in the year, I think it was 1999 sometime, Marshall got 600 votes. Sarah got something like 15 to 1600 votes. But who went to Parliament? Marshall, the people chose Sarah. But Marshall, based on that old system, was number 1. She didn't get enough vote. So she, with her 1,500 or 1,600 votes, still couldn't go to Parliament. Now, are we going to go back to that old system? Or are we going to go to the new system where Sarah would have been the one going to Parliament because she got a vote and not Marshall? Nothing of this has been explained to the population of St. Martin. We just hear you're going to get 15 new parliamentarians, but how the electoral system is going to be set up? Nothing. So where is the Constitution? Where are the changes? Just like how I talked about a while ago about the voting bureau. What is happening? What about the ballot? Are we going to put in our system that if the ballot has errors in it, the whole election is invalid? Or are we going to just be silent about these type of things? Nothing of these things have been done. And yet we're hearing this big talk about 1010. I heard a while ago just a little section of where Atacha was talking, and the Chamber of Commerce in Curacao doesn't want the Chamber of Commerce in St. Martin to be able to compete with them. Why they don't want us to compete with them? You think they don't want us to compete with them because it's in our interest? Somewhere along the line, they realize if we compete with them, they might be in trouble. So they're thinking about their own interests. All of this, and then we must go down and sign. Who's signing? Who representing us? Who looking out for us? And yet we're talking about 10, 10, 10. That's what I'm telling you. I'm putting it myself on the line again. They're not going to be any election. There's not going to be no election in no 10, 10, 10 election. This Island Council, this cabinet that goes in now, I believe is going to stay there till next year and maybe even more years. So when we look at these type of things, because I also believe, like I said, and I repeat it for the last time, I think it's an insult for you to tell me that the next election we're going to be voting for the Island Council of St. Martin for 15 members. Island Council. But then after the people vote for the Island Council, somewhere along the line, you're going to switch it and make these people parliamentarian. The authorities don't have that power. That power must always lie with the people. The people must be told we're voting for an Island Council, we're voting for a parliament. Those are the decisions that we, the people, have to make. No political authority, no parliamentary, no government, because the government is supposed to serve the people, not the people, the government.
Interesting, and I want to thank you so much. You were listening to Mr. Junior Lake, one of our political analysts, and of course, father in journalism. I must say thank you so much, and we do look forward in having you back for some more insights on the political.
Well, you know, I'm always happy, and it's my pleasure to always be on your program, on your radio, because I always feel that our people, when it comes to, must get as much information as possible. And when we have our own radio stations like yours, It's very important that we have these stations. People fought hard for us to get these stations and to bring the message out. And